whoever said this man was a good businessman has to have their head checked. Like, seriously. Because good businessmen don't lose a $22 billion customer because they're too immature not to name call. I mean, that's the story of Elon Musk. He just lost a $22 billion contract for Starlink with a Mexican billionaire. Actually, this happened in January. Let me back up. It happened in January, just didn't get any press at the time. And it's because he uses Twitter to name call and accuse people of things and slander people and libel people, or whatever the difference is between those two things. And Carlos Slim was like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm taking my business someplace else. So yes, there's a Mexican billionaire named Carlos Slim, best name ever. He does business in over 25 different countries. He had a $22 billion contract with Starlink. Someone goes on Twitter and accuses the guy of being in drug cartels. He accuses the guy of being, he's an investor. He owns some shares in the New York Times. So someone was saying, well, you know, there's something fishy happening there too. And Elon Musk retweets, the most expensive fucking retweet. Why would you retweet something that has been unproven, basically unproven slander about one of your customers and not think you were going to lose the business? Almost immediately after the retweet, like within minutes, Carlos Slim cancels $7 billion of the contract, and then probably makes a few phone calls, realizes he could get the business someplace else, and realizes, okay, I don't need Elon Musk anymore. And then within hours, cancels the entire $22 billion. But see, this is really impacting Elon on a personal level too. And I know he's got such tremendous wealth. His wealth doubled right after the presidential election because, he's always been a very good investor. And I think when you buy yourself a president, you get pretty good dividends, apparently. So his net worth doubled right after the election. So he's the wealthiest man in the world. And we know that some of these numbers I'm about to tell you are probably just a drop in the bucket. He probably barely even notices. But since the beginning of the year, Elon Musk's personal wealth, like his net worth, has dropped $52 billion just since January 1st. If you do the math, as of yesterday, that's 71 days. In 71 days, he has become 52 billion less rich, which means $732 million a day he's losing. $732 million a day. He's bleeding. He's bleeding, and it keeps getting worse. He still won't keep his fucking mouth shut.